Hello, my lovely friends. It's Tuesday, and I am bringing you a process video where I'm using the Cheeky Studio Cutesy Halloween kit. And I have a picture of me from, I think it was last year or the year before at Halloween. We were going and trying on witches' hats and costumes and things of that nature. So the background paper is one I pulled from my stash, and it is October afternoon. I can't remember which collection. I think I threw away the little branding strip, but it's more of a cream-based background for the dots on black. And so just a regular black cardstock here that I put across the center, and I do have a white border around my picture. And I also pulled in some paper that I must have got a long time ago. It has no branding strip or anything. It's a little bit thinner, and it also has that cream, and it's little tiny checkers, squares. So it matches perfectly with the background. The trick to using cream and white for a background, I think, is that you use more of one than the other. I think you use more of the cream, actually, because the white should just kind of be an accent color, and if you try to make it equal, then it's off balance. So that's what I did here. I just added a little bit of white with the ghost stickers, and they're like a washi tape, but they're stickers, so they're all these little ghosts that are connected. And then same thing with the pumpkins. I'm trying to make 3 different clusters here. The bats kind of blended into the background, so I ended up taking them off. I'll use them on another project, but I am bringing in the ephemera here, and there's so much ephemera in this kit. I love it because there's just so many options. Like, there was one witch, and I thought she was a little too big, and so I grabbed a smaller witch. And there's different sizes of pumpkins and stuff, and each one's a little different. So and I love the owl, and I didn't want the owl to be too big or bigger than the witch, because it was on top there, and I'm trying to make sure everything highlights back to the photo. So in classic Tuesday design, I'm doing a diagonal spread. The Sassy Lassie is an acrylic that I pulled in, and that's Cheeky Studio as well. And then the Mischief and Mayhem was on the sticker sheet. And these little black swirls I've had in my stash forever. They are Jolie's Boutique. And I know they still sell Jolie's, but at one point Jolie's was so popular. And I came across these when I was looking through my trims and more dimensional type of products. And they're like a thick plastic, but I think they just add that extra little whimsy to this layout. And so I like them. I'm pulling off some little label stickers here that says Hocus Pocus, and I think one says Chills and Thrills at the bottom. I also add the flare from Cheeky. It's got the little cauldron at the bottom, and then the little kitty with the witch's hat on top, and I just think those are adorbs. Now here, I kind of messed up. I used some vellum tape for my acrylic, and I guess it's okay because it kind of made this little webbing, and it's a Halloween layout, so so it's okay if it has a little bit of webbing to it, maybe like a spider web, but in reality that's not what I wanted. I should have just glued it down, but I have the worst luck with fine liner bottles. Like, I go through them every couple of weeks. I don't know how somebody has a fine liner bottle that lasts forever and ever. Now, the bottle does. It's the nozzles that do not. And so they just drive me crazy. They constantly get clogged and stuck, and I end up having to use them like this. And I'm like, well, if I'm using them like this, what's the point of having bought the tips? So, and they're not cheap. So I'm confused. I don't leave the lid off. I mean, here I did because it's got, it's already frustrated me and it doesn't have a nozzle. But normally, I never leave the lid off. I put it right back on. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Sorry. Here I'm adding a little bat from the ephemera, and I'm going to pop that up so it's more dimensional. Oh, the witch is popped up too. And what else? Oh, the sequins that came in the kit, the Cutesy Halloween kit, is also, I added those with the glue while I was ranting. Ranting and frustrated, but so I decide I'm gonna add, I've just been loving adding white acrylic paint for splatters lately, and for whatever reason it takes me a minute to get the right consistency and the right brush. That brush did not want to work. Here's a hint: do not leave your brushes in water overnight because they get very mad at you the next day. And that first one was left in overnight, and that's not good. Not so. That's what happened there. So here's a close-up. Of course, I always get some splatter of ink on my picture. It's just who I am. And you can see the little ghost there. So stinking cute. I love how it turned out. And it's just simple, you know, it's clean, it's fresh, it's simple. So there's information at the end of the video, social media, contact, Cheeky Studio website, stuff like that. So yeah, check it out. Join the Facebook group. I'd love to see what you create with your products, and I will have another video for you very, very soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye.